Dear students, today we are going to study the grand staff. So I hope that you already purchased the required textbook, Basic Adult Piano Course by Alfred's publisher. And so it has to have a purple background with the grand piano and a vase of flowers. So page number 12, the grand staff. What is a grand staff? So grand staff is the system that helps you notate or recognize the notes on the 5 lines and 4 spaces. As you remember from the previous week, I mentioned that musical notes are written on 5 lines, and for the right hand, you can put the hand up. Okay, we start counting the lines from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 lines and 4 spaces in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the spaces are also being counted from the bottom. The same 5 lines you have for the bass clef. So first line at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 spaces counting from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the treble clef is also called a G clef because, as you see, there is a sort of a circle here that circles around the second line. So the G is a note on the second line. That's why we call a treble clef a G clef. Okay. Now the bass clef, remember I told you, besides being called a bass clef, it's also called F clef because, see these 2 little dots, they are placed above and below the 4th line. And 4th line is the line on which the F note is sitting. Okay, so hopefully you will remember all of these notes just the ways they look. Okay, this is the middle C for the right hand, D, E, F, G. Just look and notice which notes are on the lines. We have C on the additional line, which is called a ledger line. We have E on the first line, G on the second line. Okay, D is below the first line, but this is like a note in a space. Okay, D is below the first line, F is in the first space. Okay, take a look at the bass clef. We have notes in the spaces C, E, G. Notes on the lines D and F. So let's review really quickly the finger numbers. 1, thumbs, second fingers, index fingers, middle fingers are 3, ring fingers are 4, and little fingers are fingers number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Today we are going to introduce the 4/4 time signature. So 4/4 time signature always goes on the right from the treble and bass clefs. 4, the top number, means that you're going to have 4 beats in each measure. Remember, the space between bar lines is called a measure. The bottom 4 shows that you have to go and count by a quarter note because quarter is just exactly 1/4 of a whole. Okay, so you will have 4 quarters in a bar. 4/4 time, 4 quarters. All right then. So let's play the first exercise on page number 12 on the grand staff. You're going to use both hands. Okay, at first you will play with the right hand, then you will play with the left hand. So it's a smart idea that you put both hands on the keyboard at the same time so that you don't have to search for a hand or a hand position. So get ready with both hands if you have to play a song that requires you to play 2 hands. And let's play and name the notes. C, D, F, G, 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 F, D, C, C, left hand. C, D, E, F, G, 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 So we figured out the notes. Now let's clap and count the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hold. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hold. 3, 4. Half note. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you remember the black notes with a musical stem are called quarter notes, and the white notes with a musical stem are called half notes. Okay? Now, today they are going to introduce a whole rest. So, something that you have to remember, and this is very important, the whole rest. So get this analogy, it kind of hangs from a ceiling. So your ceiling in music is the fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole rest, which is valid for the whole bar, and it's counted by 4 beats, hangs from the fourth line. This is important because we have another kind of rest, which is not hanging from the fourth line, but it looks almost identical to the whole rest. So just remember the whole rest for now. And moving on to page 13, rock along. Let's clap the rhythm first. So you start with a half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you will have to use the right hand and then the left hand to play rock along. Put both hands in a C position. Make sure that you are in C position so that you're not surprised. And let's play and name the notes. C, hold. C, E, G, E, G, C, 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 2, 3, 4. Left hand. C, C, E, G, E, G, C, 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 2, 3, 4. Now, let's learn how to play and count out loud, okay? So you can have a preliminary bar of counting so that you know how fast you want to go or how slowly you want to go, okay? So let's choose a medium tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do realize that playing and counting out loud is quite challenging because your counting 1, 2, 3, 4 does not correspond with the finger numbers on each hand that you are actually using for playing these pieces. So I like it that some of you were using a metronome for recording the pieces for week 1. So the beat of the metronome really keeps you on a steady beat, and that's good, but you also have to learn how to play and count out loud simultaneously. All right, now the first assignment that you will have to record for week 2 is Mexican hat dance, okay? And now you will have a quarter. It's like a squiggly line, and it only takes 1 beat, okay? Let's clap the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So please do the clapping exercises with me. You can stop and rewind the video and do the exercise again. I need to make sure that you are learning how to clap and count, because clapping and counting is easier than playing and counting at the same time. So do something easy first, then try to play and count. Okay? Now, before we play and count, let's play and name the notes. So one additional step, which is also going to help you remember the notes, how they look on the page, and where they are on the piano. So put both hands in C position, play and name the notes. Observe the rhythm, because we already know the rhythm, we just clapped it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just realized that we were supposed to play and name the notes. Okay, I played and counted out loud for you. Let's play and name the notes. 1, 2, ready, go. G, B, rest. G, B, rest. D, E, F, D, E, C, rest. G, B, rest. G, B, rest. D, E, F, D, C, 2, 3, 4. In other words, there are several different procedures on how to work on each song and make it perfect, okay? First, you have to clap and count. Second, you're welcome to play and name the notes. And the most difficult for the beginners is to play and count out loud. There is another way. You can also play and name the finger numbers. If this is your challenge, this is much easier than playing and counting the beats. So you're welcome to use that too. All right, so I'm going to finish this video. It's much easier for me to upload several shorter videos than have one long one and wait forever until it uploads on YouTube. Anyway, so stay tuned for the second video and I will show you how to play the exercises on page 14. Thank you very much.